we're gonna do the next generation tier list. Pokemon number 4, Gen 4. And actually, speaking of YouTube, because this will go on YouTube as well, because I usually save these to put on there. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Generation 4. So I used to have. I should change that color, right? I should probably change that color. Should I change the color too? Sure. Make it way diff. There we go. So yeah, normally for these I have the first few I had like those, you know, top was like BBs, best babies, and then Milps for Mons I'd like to party, and then like down to like meh, and I don't remember what my whole thing was, but I think I realized maybe I was kind of getting it with the second one too, but definitely the last one I did, I was feeling like that only really was working for the first generation, maybe the second. So going forward, just because like even though it more or less is the same thing, well, I never really had an F tier, and I don't know if there will be. I can't really think if there will be here, but I just decided I'm just gonna keep it normal. We're just gonna do a normal tier list for the rest of these, and yeah, we're roughly halfway through. We're after this we'll be, you know, almost halfway through the Pokemon gens. So yeah, we'll just I wish there was a way to randomize these. But I don't see it. So we're just gonna presentation mode. There we go. Aha, much nicer. I could do, I'll just kind of do this, and I should have done this while I was talking. I might just be grabbing the same ones. Oh yeah, this does have multiple forms. I think it has mega evolutions. I don't know if I want to do that just because I wasn't doing it for the other ones, and I don't know. I don't know if I can really get that deep in thought about this. I don't know. So I'll start by saying this is the first generation I didn't play when it came out. I lost my copy of Ruby, and I think that kind of played a part in never finishing that. I'm just kind of be bummed out by that. And then honestly, I don't think I liked how the box legendaries looked, and it just kind of turned me off. I didn't really know much about it past that. I got it years later for my DS, and I only got past the first gym because I was trying to do a 2-player Nuzlocke challenge with my friend, and then we just never got back to. We did it. We fought once, and never played it again. So I actually didn't, fully play through it until Brilliant or Shining Pearl, which I played like last year, and I didn't like it. Although I was 100%ing it, and I think that played a factor. I kind of wish I hadn't. I wish I had just done it normal, but I was trying to 100% it, and there's some shit in that just takes forever, like mining. There's something or some items that you gotta like do the mining for, and holy shit, that was tedious. Oh, yeah. My little brother had, I think, Diamond maybe, and he got pretty far, but then there was a point where he got stuck, and I don't think he's ever beaten it. I don't think he ever got past that bit. And it is tough. The Switch one even is pretty tough. But yeah. So anyways, just a disclaimer. Whereas opposed to the previous 3 generations that I've done, I'm much more familiar with those. Well, me or my brother? uh, m- um, Isaiah, my younger brother. Um, yeah. So yes, played the first three when they came out. Much more, like I've known those since I was a kid. This one and Generation 7 are the ones that I'm like, because I never finished 7 either. I played like the first quarter and my 3DS died, so um haven't really played much of that one either. So those are the two. I would say this one I'm definitely more familiar with now, just because it's an older one. So I don't know, these guys show up more. And anyways, longer thing than I was planning. Longer intro. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just try to grab. I'm just gonna try to kind of grab. Okay, so our first one is a baby Pokemon, Munchlax. The baby version of Snorlax from Gen 1. This generation, they did a lot of tying back to. I mean, they do that in every generation, but I felt like they did it a lot in this one, because you have a handful of babies, and then you have a lot of the evolution guys like Magnezone and Licky, those guys. But yeah, Munchlax. He's cute enough, he's silly. I don't know. He's cute, but also kind of creepy. I'm just gonna put him in C. I was kind of hovering him there, and his sprite was snapping there, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I agree. That seems about right. Next one is Rhyperior, one of those the additions to Gen 1. I will say Rhyperior's grown on me a little bit. I used to hate him. Spoiler alert, I don't like a lot of the addition to the Gen 1 and Gen 2 lines. But he's grown on me a little bit. I still have issues with his, like, I don't like his arm spikes. I'm just gonna drop him in C2 and I'll talk about him. I don't like the arm spikes. I think he has some like holes somewhere that I don't like either. Holes where they're not supposed to be. And I don't know. It's kind of just like, why ruin a good thing? Like, I like Rhyhorn and Rhydon more. But he's like one of my better guys in Pokemon Go. So that definitely plays a part in it, I guess. So, I don't know. Okay. This is where I'm not as familiar with this generation, so there's Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. I always want to say this one is Azelf, but I feel like because of that, I want to call it Uxie, whatever it is. There's the yellow one and the pink one. I'm almost positive the pink one is Mesprit. Sure, let's say that this one's. It's I think it's a legendary or mythic. Yeah, no, this is a legendary Pokemon. There's 3 lakes in Sinnoh. They're the Lake Guardian trio. And I'll probably just grab the other ones because they'll probably be in the same. But I guess I think they're neat. I've never used them. That's the thing, is that's another issue with maybe this generation will be skewed a little lower than the previous ones, just because I don't have as much experience playing with a lot of these. I guess I do a little bit more now because of playing through Shining Pearl, but yeah, I don't have that kind of sentimental or nostalgic attachment to a lot of these guys. But that said, yeah, I guess I'll go B. Okay, it looks kind of cool. I like the lore behind them, I guess. Yeah. And then Just one of these. One of these is, you know, I guess I will be a little picky because I don't think I like how these two look quite as much. I shouldn't have done the mixing up. Now I can't find them. So I think my mind wants to say that, or my instincts want to say that this is as Elf, this is Uxie, but for some reason I always psych myself out. And I'm like, oh, maybe I think it's the other way around. I thought I saw them. There's a lot of pink guys down here. I am not seeing Mesprit. There they are. That one's there too. This one actually might be down here, but whatever. I'll just put them there. Anyway, too much on Pokemon. Too much time spent on Pokemon I don't really know much about. Combee. This one's also a hard one. I go back and forth on Combee. I don't, you know, honestly, if it was one honeycomb, if it was one bee, I'd like it a lot more. And it evolves into one thing, you know. It's not like Doduo that, I mean, gains ahead. It's weird that they merge into one. I'm gonna go C for Combee again, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, Combee. He's kind of cute though. Pidove. Yeah, I like a Pidove. It's cool. Usually the bird, the early dex normal flying type birds, they're usually at least solid, and I think Pidove is fits in there with that line, and yeah, stuff. Yeah, I mean, play wise, yeah, bug Pokemon do kind of suck. I like Beedrill and Butterfree, but I would never really use them because, yeah, they're not that great, but I like them. Abomasnow. Another, I think a key with this one is missed opportunity. With this and probably a lot of Pokemon in this generation, missed opportunity. So I love the concept of Abomasnow, but I think execution-wise, I'm not a fan. It's between a C and a D. C, D's. We'll go with that, I guess. Might be a little harsh for it. I don't know. Chimchar. Chimchar is a great starter Pokemon. I have a little bit issues with like his face. He's not yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird, but yeah, I mean he's probably between A and B. And I'll go B, just cuz I just off the mark for me. But yeah, that's the one that hands down out of these starters always go with Chimchar. And I'm not always a fire guy, but Chimchar and Infernape they're easily the best in this generation. Heatran. Yep, I'd say another example of the missed opportunity thing. So that's another D for me. And they're both like because isn't Abomasnow I think is Ice Grass and Heatran is Fire Steel, so they're kind of like opposite typings, which is cool. It's a cool idea that they did that too. I guess I never really thought about those two. I wonder if there's any more in this generation like that have like, you know, is there like an electric flying one or something like that? But yeah, just little flat in the execution. Krogunk, I do like a lot. Krogunk might just be poison dark, or maybe is Toxicroak poison fighting? I always think he's poison dark, but it might be poison fighting. You know, I'll go with A. I'll go with A for Krogunk. I really like Krogunk. I like style. I almost want to bump because he's poison type. That's another one kind of like bug that I just never really dip my toes into. But yeah. Dialga definitely works better than Palkia. I'll say that. I'll go with a B for Dialga. Cool typage. Steel. dragon, I think, maybe. Hey, cool. You know, his design is decent enough. Not my favorite kind of design scheme for the kind of the grouping as a whole, but he's all right. Yeah, he's all right to good to all right. Still, yeah, I think so. And the lore actually of this generation is really cool. I do really like the story built around the legendaries. Like, he's time, Palkia's space, Giratina. I never really say that name out loud. What is Jesus? Giratina, I think is what people say. Is it like antimatter or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, cool concept. Arceus made the universe. That's cool too, you know. Shit. What is this guy's name? What is this guy's name? I had to get a lot of Scorpy. Scorpy is his name. He's kind of like a nothing. Giratina. Okay. Was I saying Giratina? Giratina. I think that's it. If that's not how I said it before, that sounds right. Giratina. Okay. I shouldn't have to. Oh no, I didn't actually do it. I was talking about. I was like, well, I don't even have to worry about him anymore. But yeah, I wasn't talking about him. Scorpy. I'll just say C, I guess. I don't like the. Is it supposed to be like an accordion? Because that's what it kind of reminds me of. Probably that's what it's supposed to be. Stunky. I like Stunky a little more. Maybe we'll go with the B for Stunky. I like skunks. You got the big fat cheeks. Dark Poison. He's cool. Yeah, sure. Cresselia. Also a tough one. I might go with B with Cresselia. B or C. Psychic. Is it Psychic Fairy now? I was saying Giratina. Oh, okay. Giratina. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think. Giratina. We'll go with that. Cresselia. Should I go with C? This one's really tough. I love the colors. That's my favorite part about Cresselia. I don't know if I like its lack of like limbs and stuff. We're gonna go with C. We're dropping it down to a C. I know I was talking about B before. Okay, this is one of those it's a sequel, not a sequel, an evolution of Magmar, one of the Gen 1 guys. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Yeah, I know. But when I read that, I was like, I do think that's how most people say it, or at least that I hear. I think you're saying it right, more or less. Yeah, I hate it. I hate his dumb face. You can't really see it too much on the screen right now, but I don't like his face. I think it hurts more because, you know, Magmar is just like kind of a solid design and look, and he just is lame. So he's an F. He's an F tier. Don't like Magmortar at all. Purugly is kind of ugly. Disappointing, boring cat character, but it's still a cat, so we'll give it the D. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. With Mamoswine now. Not, he's kind of in between. Should I go with D for Mamoswine? I don't like his eyes. There's something about the design. You know what he looks like? He's a mammoth by way of You know, I mean, I'm not like super fan of any of these in this line, though. So it's not like he ruined a good thing, in my opinion. It's just more of boring. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with D with him. I want to show you what he reminds me of. Oh, I gotta. I don't know. Trucks, pickup trucks. I don't know if they actually are Japanese, but that's what I was. Pickup. Yeah, he's like these things, these kind of trucks, or like this. Okay. That's Mamoswine. Where like normally a mammoth. Yeah, I mean it's not like mammoths like their faces stick out like this, but you know what I mean? It's like it just ends and it's weird. I don't like how round he is. Don't like how rounded he is. Anyways, so that's Mamoswine. But I say that, but I like those trucks. So those trucks would not be D tier. Lucario, is this Mega Lucario? Yeah, so there are some. I'm gonna put them at the bottom. There are like double forms or like that. That's a Mega Lucario. I don't know. It doesn't seem right when there's. I'm not just doing forms. How I've done these tier lists is I kind of take that into account. I guess when I'm tiering, you know, if I'm tiering Lucario, I'll take into account his Mega form if I really feel like it's relevant. Okay, cool. You didn't miss much. Unless you missed the thing about the truck. That was really good. So yeah, if I feel like it's really relevant to my score, I'll mention it. I don't think it is in this case, but I'll grab I'll grab regular Lucario. And I'll put him in A. Fighting, steel, cool types. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about him. He's one of the like more famous ones from this generation. But he's cool. I don't like how his back hair things. I don't like that. So he has some like weird design things, but overall he's kind of cool, you know. Okay, the truck thing. All I did was I compared Mamoswine to these. Like as far like to a regular truck, this is what Mamoswine is, and that's why it's by the way I don't like him. Just kind of stops. He's so the front of him just goes down. That was all it was. All right, next one. Spiritomb. Spiritom's cool. I feel like Spiritomb is also one that has kind of cool lore. Is Isuzu? Yeah, there's Isuzu trucks. Yeah. I'll go with B with Spiritomb. Maybe A. I do really like a lot of ghost type Pokemon. I like you know, the ghost type itself, but then also there's a lot of cool ones. No, I think I'll stick with B. Something that bugs me about Spiritomb is like he's just so unique that it always bums me out that there's nothing else to him. You know? I always feel like he's like should be like a legendary or something like that. He's just such a unique design, which like should get him points, sure, but on the flip side, it in my brain it works against him because I'm like expecting something cool or something more special or I don't know. Dusknoir, I think I'll go C with Dusknoir. Another weird additional evolution. I wish there was just like an easier term for these. Added evolution to a previous generation. But again, a line that I don't like all that much. I like Duskull, but Dusclops is like meh. And then Dusknoir is more of that. I'm gonna look up. I do think he has some like crazy Pokédex entries. I'm gonna see if there's any in here. It takes people to the spirit world. That's it. That's all you got for the Pokédex entries. Okay. It's said to take lost spirits into its pliant body and guide them home. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe I'm thinking maybe it's one of the other ones. Maybe it's Dusclops or Duskull or something. I don't know. The soul is the only thing eaten. Dusk Noir disgorges the body before departing. Man, some like Pokédex entries are really fucked. And then it's like, how do these Pokemon like? How do people like own these Pokemon when they do shit like that? There's one where it's like if you, what is it? There's some Pokemon where it's like if it senses, it's like Hatena or something, Hatrin or Hatena, where it's like if it senses like you stressing out, it just fucking murks you or something like that. Hatrim. Hatena. Let's try this. Now we're getting off. These aren't even Gen 4, but whatever. No matter who you are, if you bring strong emotions near this Pokemon, it will silence you violently. Using the braids on its head, it pummels foes to get them quiet down. But yeah, I guess mainly that. To this Pokemon, strong emotions apparently feel like incredibly loud noises, even if the emotions are happy ones. The moment this Pokemon finds someone who's emitting strong emotions, it will pummel them senseless with its braids to silence them. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Sorry. Bronzor. Just kind of a nothing burger Pokemon. D. Just yeah. Hey, another F tier late whatever you want to call it. Evolution of a previous generation Pokemon. Yeah, Ambipom is fucking disturbing. I don't like his face at all. He's normal type. There's nothing like neat about him. He just is creepy and weird. Luxio. This is a line that like I do ultimately like, but I'm also like disappointed by, because I just feel like it could have been so much cooler. But that said, I still like him. I'll go B. Luxio. Chatot. Just another. I'm kind of biased against the ones that don't evolve ever. It's just like, what are you doing? Unless it's a legendary. I mean, they have a precedence for that. But Chatot, I'll say C. I went with C for Dusknoir. Really? Yeah, I guess that's fine. Chatot, yeah, it's like a cute little bird. I just don't really have any attachment, or I don't know. Buneary would be cuter if it didn't have that, like, the fluff at the end of its ears. Bugged me. Actually, no, I don't even know if it would be. Kind of just, bunnies are so cute. And I feel like they had a layup with this one, but it's just okay. C or D. I'll go D, actually. Yeah. Mothim. Another bug type. I kind of like Mothim more than a lot. I like moths. I'll go with B with Mothim. This sucks. With this generation, I don't have much to add to a lot of these guys because I just, you know, I'm a late bloomer with this generation. So Hippowdon, I like Hippowdon a lot more since Pokemon Snap. I'm actually gonna go with A tier with Hippowdon. Yeah, I really like Hippowdon. And that's cool too. It has like a sprite in one of the games or something that's like that, and it's pretty cool. It's a hippo. Hippos are cool. Yeah, and it's really cute in Pokemon Snap. Okay, all these fucking versions of Rotom. 5. We got, what is this? Microwave Rotom, lawnmower Rotom, fan Rotom, fridge Rotom, washer Rotom. That shit's fucking weird. I don't get any of that shit. I don't know what any of this shit is. He's like Ghost Electric, I think. And I always forget if he's like a pseudo legendary, I think. He's like whatever. he's okay. Another one I don't really have much to add to. I'm sorry, this might be the most boring. No, Generation 7 might be worse. Oh no. Yeah, no, Rotom was a Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know like how or why that happened exactly. I guess because it has these other, I'll remember that Gabite was next. That it has these forms. But yeah, now you have like a Rotom Dex, Pokédex, and Rotom Phone. It is kind of weird because like, well, okay, is it the Pokemon though? And like, do you own that Pokemon? Do you get to put that in your Pokédex? No. I wonder what it's like for the Rotom Dex just to enter itself, or enter Rotom into itself. I don't know how I'm saying it exactly. I don't know how it works, but yeah. But yes, Rotom was originally just a Pokemon. Gabite. Yeah. I think this is a pretty popular line, and I like it quite a bit. I would say Gabite's probably my least favorite of the three. So he's probably like in between A and B. But seeing who else I put in B, I'll give Gabite the A. Sure. Give him the A. Give him the ass. Carnivine. There's so many just whatevers that I just don't have much to say, and this is another one. So he's a C. Sorry. Gallade. I'll go a little higher. He's better than most of those additional evolution guys, whatever. Fighting type. Yeah, he's alright. He's cool. Design is cool enough. Although he has the same dumb arm spikes that Rhyperior has. C. You just fucked yourself over, Gallade, by letting me see those. You should have posed a different way, idiot. Wormadam. There's like 3 forms of this, but they're all pretty much the same. What is it? Grassy Cloak, Trash Cloak, and Sandy Cloak, which is this one. I don't really get it. I don't really. If there's a I don't know. I don't really get the deal. Not as cool as Mothim for sure. I'm keeping an eye. Yeah, there's the other one, so I'll drop those down there. Yeah, I don't know. Not really fucking with that guy. Shaman. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of this one. Of Skyform Shaman. Not a huge fan. He's kind of cute with the thing that makes it look like he's wearing a ribbon or a little scarf. He's eh. But I I love Landform Shaman so much that even taking Skyform into account, he's still S tier. I love Shaman. Probably my favorite mythical Pokemon. I just like Hedgehogs, and I think he's really cute. That's mostly it. I like that he just kind of is like this unassuming little guy. I like that he's got like a little terrarium on his back with the hydrangea. Is that right, or is it I forget what flower that's supposed to be on his back. Hyacinth? Is that maybe what I'm thinking of? No, not hyacinth. Let's try hydrangea. I think it's GEA. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm just Shaman Landform. You know, it's more. Is that more like a poinsettia? Fuck me. Gracidea. Is that just a Pokemon thing? Let's see. I think it is. Well. Okay. It's got to be. It's got to be based on a real flower, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter. I love Shaman. Riolu. Yeah, cool. I just don't like him as much as Lucario. Sometimes the baby forms just don't work for me. Chingling. Here's the thing. A lot of the ones I put in C, I just put there because I don't really, like, have an opinion one way or another. And I think I'm going to put him in C as well, but it's like, that is my opinion. It's not just that I don't have any and that's where he fits. My opinion is that he's C tier, so there you go. Cherim, or yes, Cherim. Let's go with the one where he's opened up. Right there. I don't know the difference between this one and the one where he's hiding. I almost want to go with, I'll go with B with Cherim. I don't know much about him, but I kind of like that it has those two different forms, even though I don't really get it. And I like that. Seems like just kind of a neat one. I don't know. Cherubi, I didn't really mean to. I kind of just absent-mindedly just grabbed the next one. Cherubi's a little lower, though. Maybe even D. But I'll keep him in C. Electivire. I think D for Electivire. Like, it's not as egregiously awful as Magmortar or Ambipom, but he's kind of close. I hate his face. Something with the faces this generation. They just there's so many fucking creepy faces in this generation. I don't get it. Why? But I don't know. I just like the electric aesthetic. You know, black and yellow. It's cool. So you know, it's got that going for him. Skuntank. We'll put him in B with Stunky. I love me some skunks. They're cute as hell. They're not quite as cute as real skunks, but they're still cute. They're still skunks. Still skunked up. Drifloon. I think it's Drifloon. It's a balloon. D for balloon. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird. I don't know. It's weird. Gliscor. He's Gliscor. Weird eyes. We'll go C with him. This is a missed opportunity one, I think. Could have a lot more going for him, but no. Lopunny, that's Mega, so Lopunny's weird. Hold up. Wait. What the fuck? No, never mind. I was gonna add a row for Smash, but joke's old. I don't have Joe Biden and Trump here to parrot those opinions. I don't know. Oh shoot, I can't rate her higher than Baneri. Or else, you know, that means I'm admitting that she's hot. Oh no, she's hot. And not just because of that, but when I think about it a little more, yeah, I'd probably just put it in the same row. Not because of that though. Happening, not really a fan. Weird. I don't like the dumb ponytail thing. See, some of my reasonings can be just as little as that. Sometimes it's just be like, it has a stupid ponytail. But then shame, and it's like, I don't care if this form is ho-hum, you know. Geibel. Gibble Geibel. I'll put him in A2, but he's more A than Gabite. Okay. We'll stick there. I like that he's just ahead. He's a funny guy. He'd probably be great at parties. Bastiodon, I think. It looks dumb. I'm gonna say D. Maybe almost F, but I guess I have a soft spot for the dinosaur Pokemon, and he is based on a dinosaur. But that dinosaur is dumb, and he is dumb. I don't like him all that much. Porygon Z. You know, I'll give it this. It is like the natural progression of the Porygon line. But it's still my least favorite. I'll still give him C though, cause like, yeah, like I said, it works for the Porygon line. It's also just whatever. Frostlass. I almost want to go with B for Frostlass. One of the better of these. I never use Glalie or Snorunt. Like I never use any of these guys, but I do like Frostlass. I like the design. I do have a soft spot for ice types, even though I don't use them a lot, super frequently. We'll go with B with Frostlass, sure. Shit. Okay, I gotta be careful. I can't just. Luxray. I'm gonna go with B. This one too. It was even in my party in Shining Pearl, but yeah, it's just missing something. That whole line, it was just missing something for me. I'm just a little disappointed by him. He's like too soft looking. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I'm feeling, I guess. Driflim. I'll also go D. Maybe C. I kind of like him a little. Yeah, I'll go C. I like him a little more than Drifloon. I don't know why. He was still just a balloon. Or he's a blimp. Or whatever. But it's a little more interesting than Drifloon, I guess. This is... Okay, I have to look at the other one. This is... This is Manaphy. Because there's Manaphy and Fion. I don't really know if I have a whole lot to say about these two. Kind of cool. I actually don't know. I could never tell which one's different. I'm gonna go C. I'm just gonna do it with the other one too, because I can't really tell them apart. It's weird that like it's a legendary, but you evolve the one. I don't know. It's weird. Hurts my delicate sensibilities. We'll go C with Yanmega too. I almost go B. He's a cool design. He's like a decent design. I hate dragonflies though. But cool design. Like, it's not like a missed opportunity. It's just another case of like, I don't really care much for Yanma. So giving him an evolution doesn't really do much for me. So, damn it. Okay. Drapion. So I put Scorpion C. I almost want to put him in D. Because it's more accordion shit that I don't like. Yeah, we'll go with D for Drapion. Should I pick this up? There's a lot of... This seems like it's taking a long time. Oh my god, there's not... Oh, it has like the same as like Gen 2, I think, but... Purloin. I'm also gonna go here. They made a cat lame. How do you do that? Rampardos. I almost want to go here too, even though he's a dino. Fossil Pokemon. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there. Kinda lame. Sorry. Darkrai's A. Darkrai's just cool. They're really cool. Another like cool lore. Like I said, a lot of the legendaries in this gen have cool lore. Looks cool. Who's a big player in the, at least in my group. I don't know. I think in the meta too. For a time, like when I was playing a lot of the TCG. So kind of I associate him with that too. Burmy. I put Wormadam in C. Sure, we'll do C for Burmy too. It's just... What are they going for with that guy? I don't know. The first one, Cranidos, I think is his name. Cranidos, maybe. I'll go C with them. I like the smaller ones a little bit better. And with Shieldon, I think. I'm really not 100% with these guys. But I like them a little bit more than their evolved counterparts. Their look kind of works a little better when it's a youngster. I don't know. Roserade. This is opposite end. This is the best addition to an earlier generation Pokemon. One of the best Pokemon of this generation. It is an easy S tier for me. Love Roserade. Super strong fighter. And when I was playing through Shining Pearl, and I don't remember if it was both times or just the second time, but it might have been both times. Going through the Elite Four in the Champions, and you get to Cynthia, I think is the last one, that one. And she's fucking impossible. She's very strong. Very strong lady. And I think both times I just scraped by, and it was my Roserade. I loved Roserade before then, but that just really solidified Roserade as just a righteous dude. Yeah, Roserade rocks. Mime Jr. Almost F. F? Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Nothing really redeeming about him. Yeah, I don't like him. Sure, F. Fuck it. Licky. We'll go D. That's maybe almost an F too, but he's a little silly. He gets saved from the depths of this list by just being a silly guy, a little silly guy. That is a mega form of Abomasnow. We're not doing those. Weasel, yes, not the evolved one. I like Weasel a lot. I love otters. Not as cute as a real otter, but I like Weasel. So I'll put him in B. He's cool. Vespiquen. Vespiquen I like, or Vespiquen. I guess you still say Vespiquen, but, or I do. Yeah, I like Vespiquen more than Combee. It's cool looking. I like how, the honeycombs make kind of like a skirt thing. It's smart. It's clever. And yeah, nothing much else to say about that guy, I guess. Fuck me. Yeah, definitely the inferior one. We'll go C with Palkia. Definitely inferior to the look of Dialga. Still gets points for, like I said, just the cool lore and like what they mean to the Pokemon world. Giratina. Here we go. That's origin form. This is the normie form. We'll go with B with Giratina. Again, lore looks cool enough. Always been hard to like wrap my head around the look of Giratina, but then I'm like, I think that's like maybe that works. That kind of is sort of that makes sense for Giratina because of like what it represents. So yeah, it's cool. Nope. You Honchkrow. Man, I almost want to go B with Honchkrow because he's wearing a fucking hat and that's cool. He's silly. He kind of is like, he reminds me of when Yubaba turns into the bird in Spirited Away. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, we'll go with B. Honchkrow. Fuck it. Garchomp. Yeah. We'll go S. We'll go S tier with Garchomp. Fast guy, and I think he's the like the last dude that Cynthia has, so he's formidable opponent as well. But yeah, that's a kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not really a hot take. I'll just say that. But he's well beloved for a reason, and that reason is because I like him. Arceus. Arceus. I don't know. I like the whole thing how it can be like any type. That's kind of cool. It's the god of Pokemon world. I'll give him a B. He's a lot better than like, the god, like our god. So, our god, if you're doing a god tier list, that'd be sweet. If there's a god tier list and Arceus is on it, he'd probably be like top of that list. Yeah, he's solid, I guess. I don't like the hoop skirt that he wears. That's weird. And I just don't have any, again, no real nostalgic tie to him. There's a Mega Garchomp we're not going to rate. Hippopotas. Don't like it nearly as much as Hippowdon. I'll go C for Hippopotas. So bump it down because I never know how to say its fucking name. Breathe that in. Glaceon. I do love Eevees. This is probably my least favorite Eevee. Yeah, it's got to be my least favorite evolution. But I love the Eevee so much. Yeah, I'm really stuck between a B and a C here. I'm gonna go C. I'm not gonna go easy on it just because it's an Eevee. Monferno. A rare case of the second form being pretty cool. Yeah, Monferno's like Monferno. Shellos. Now if we were doing forms, yeah, oddly enough it looks like they only have this form of Shellos and I'm really like I haven't forgotten. At least I don't think there was some before that I said that I wasn't 100% sure on, but at least I had a name. Garglagabach. fuck. Anyways, it's evolved form. These guys have two forms, but they only have this one. See, this is we're falling back into the ones where I don't really have much to say. Toxicroak, yeah, A as well, with his buddy Krogunk. Yeah, we're good. Mismagius, also has a hat. Pretty cool. It's not as cool as Honchkro's hat though. Ghost type. B or C. We'll go C for Mismagius. That's one that I have warmed up to though. I used to not like Mismagius at all. Same thing with Empoleon. I used to hate I didn't like any of the starters except for Chimchar and his line, but I warmed up to the other ones. I'll give Empoleon B. I guess. Yeah. I don't really have much to say. That's just how I feel. Bonsly. It's a bonsai plant. We get it. I still don't have to like it. We'll go C though. I don't know. Mantike, cute, but also kind of weird. Also kind of strange. We'll go C. Tangrowth. I love Tangela. Tangrowth not as much. Kind of weird. I don't like that he has the tangles, but then it all just becomes solid in the middle. Like Tangela, you just see vines, you just see the tangles. There's no point where it just mushes together like it does with him, and that really bothers me with Tangrowth. And it feels like lazy design in a way. But I like Tangela so much, I'll stick with C. I don't know. Magnezone. This is a good example of one that I really hated. He would be D or F. He'd be hovering on that line. But using him in the games, I don't know if I had him in Brilliant Shining Pearl. God damn it. Shining Pearl. I'm pretty sure I used him in Y and loved him. Special attack is fucking crazy. And I I'm partial to electric types. I almost want to go A with him. He's fucking a great battler. Got some good cards too. And I think through that I've warmed up to his overall design a little bit more than I initially hated it. I'll go with A for Magnezone. Yeah. Regigigas. I'll go B. When I was looking at him down there, I wasn't thinking that, but now that I'm on him, yeah, it's kind of a cool, again, the lore, the backstory is the father of the Reggies. His slow start ability is kind of it's kind of frustrating, but it's a cool mechanic because he's so strong. It works well with his kind of with his lore. He's this ancient golem thing that you got to make him seem really powerful, but you can't just have him be super powerful or else he'd just dominate every fight. So you have the thing to kind of set him back, and it all it works. It's a very clever mechanic system for him. Yeah, it's decent. Lumineon. Lumineon's pretty. It's cool. It's cool looking, but it's also just like a fish. But it's cool. It's a cool fish. It's a cool looking fish. I think I'm gonna go C though. I think I'm still gonna go C. Almost this whole bottom rows. We're just gonna pull from the top row. Okay, Kricketune. Kricketune? Yeah, Kricketune. C. I don't like his weird mustache. Let's go D. No, let's go C. Grottle? Grottle? How about B? Do you want to do B? Yeah, let's do B for Grottle. Decent second stage. Togekiss. I think I'm gonna go D. Yeah. It's a weird. It's not like Porygon Z, where it's still weird, but at least it makes sense for that line. It's just weird, and I don't think it makes sense. So, it's not like what I just said. So, Bronzong. I don't know why I'm putting him in the C, or I put Bronzor lore, but that's where we're at. Leafeon. Yeah, it's a Eevee, and it's not Glaceon, so I like it. So it's an A. We'll do that. Budew. Yes, they added. Okay, yeah, Budew's in Gen 4 as well. Okay. Don't have nearly as strong of an opinion as I do. There's Roserade, and Roserade shiny form is cool too. You just get the different colored flowers. Budew, but Budew turns into Roserade, so that's got to be worth something. I'm still gonna go C. Sorry, bud. I didn't do that on purpose, really. Prinplup. Yeah, not as much of a fan of Prinplup. I almost want to go D. Do I want to do D? Do I want to do D? Nah, I'll go C. He's better than those guys in D. I can't think of his name. I gotta come back to it. Shinx. I like Shinx more than its evolved forms. With A, with Shinx. I like a Shinx. Torterra. I'm gonna go A with Torterra. He grew on me a lot. With Pokemon Snap too. He was really cute and cool in that. And also just, it's ridiculous, but I like that his back is a terrarium or whatever. Kind of like Shaman, I guess. Staraptor. Don't like as much Pidove. Well, I called him Pidove. Pidove. That's Starly. Whoops. Pidove is Gen 5 or Gen 6? Gen 5? I think Gen 5. Yeah, whoops. Oh, I put him in B. Yeah, I'll keep him there. Cause he's a decent fighter. The middle one I don't like as much. Weavile. Weavile I've never really used, but I would love to, actually. For some reason I really dig Weavile's whole thing. Do I want to go A? I think I'll go A. It's probably the highest one that I have the actual least amount of knowledge about how they work or anything like that. Bibarel. Oh, we got Bidoof in this generation, right? Don't like Bibarel's face. Sorry. Kricketot. C. We're getting down to the wire. It's yet another one that I don't have much to say about. Probopass. Weird. Why did they make a Mario Pokemon? Why is he so fucking weird? D. Pachirisu. Electric Mouse. Gotta have one. Why doesn't he evolve or anything? Disappointing. Floatzel. We'll go C with Floatzel. It's kind of a downgrade from Buizel, in my opinion. I don't like how his face turns into he's a piece of shit or whatever. I don't know. Just don't like him as much. And also I feel like when I had him in my Shining Pearl party, I'm pretty sure he sucked ass. I'm pretty sure he was really bad. Finneon. I'll go C. If I put Lumineon there, I'll put him there too. Snover. We'll also go C. I like him a little more than Abomasnow. Turtwig. I'll go B with Turtwig. Torterra is definitely my favorite of that line. Fuck. Bidoof. Yeah, I do like Bidoof. I like Bidoof more. Bibarel just, his eyes are weird. They fucked up the face again, but Bidoof is cute. Bidoof gets a B. B for Bidoof. Staravia. I guess B too. The whole line's a B. Sure. That feels good. Feels right. Piplup. Man, Piplup's pretty cute in new Pokemon Snap too. A or B? I'll go with B with Piplup. Gastrodon. I just got it. It's Gastrodon. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Gastrodon. Hell yeah. And I don't have anything else to say about it. It's there. Infernape ending on a high. Another S tier. There's not a whole lot in this generation. And those are all the extras, the multi-forms or mega evolutions or whatever. So yeah. See those. So here, if I had a party, this is pretty good right here. We got ground, dragon ground, grass poison, firefighting. So if we were making our Gen 4 party, have those three. And then maybe throw in Lucario is another fighter. Maybe Darkrai. I know it's legendary, but we won't over abuse that. Magnezone. Let's do that. Magnezone, Darkrai, and maybe Hippowdon. Hippowdon would be a cool one to play. Or Weavile. One of those. They'd pick up the slack at the end. And then because we already have a grass here, Shaman would be he wouldn't be a fighter, but he'd be the one who just like sits on my shoulder and is just my little pal Pokemon. That's Shaman for my Gen 4 team. All right, so there you have it. Very mid, not as many F tiers as I thought. Maybe I was going a little easy. A lot of C's, a lot of dudes I don't have much to say about, I guess. But yeah, see, I told you there's like Electivire, like a lot of those later Evos, just weird, just a weird thing. So anyways, that's that.